Hello everyone! Today we're talking about over 5 ways to beat art block, so let's go straight into it. First, maybe you've been drawing too much lately and you feel overwhelmed or tired just thinking about the idea of drawing. Then you should take a break, in my opinion. Do some other things you enjoy, like playing a game. I really enjoy playing role-playing games, like Assassin's Creed, or watch a series, go hang out with your best friend, play with your cat, take a nap, take a short break from it. Maybe you shouldn't just be drawing today or for the next week, and that's alright, okay? Second tip, or advice, or I don't know, way to beat art block, I guess. Consuming other types of media. And what do I mean by this? Sometimes, well, in my case, often, when I read stories, because I really love reading books, I get inspired and I want to draw the things I read about. Like recently, when I say recently, I mean December from last year, which is 6 months ago. I was going through an art block. I really didn't know what to draw and I didn't feel like drawing. So I read a book. It was a short story of two people falling in love because I really enjoy reading romance. They were magical creatures. One of them was a vampire and the other was a witch. And the author wrote this very detailed description of both of them, and I love it so much. I drew a mini comic out of it, the moment when they met, because it was just so adorable, and reading that really inspired me. But maybe you're not into books, maybe you're more into movies or games like before. You never know. There's some characters from some games that I love that I would love to draw at some point. Or series, also TV series. There's lots of TV series nowadays. Maybe you can draw a character from there, or a scene, like a living room of a character you really like, or their room, or maybe a creature from a fantasy game or a fantasy book. However you want to interpret it, you can draw that. Third tip, you can try something new. And when I say something new, I mean trying a new medium. Maybe you usually just use graphic pencils to sketch, do line art, and then do color pencils over it. Maybe if that's the thing you're used to, maybe try some acrylic painting or gouache painting to get your creative juices flowing. When you try something new, you don't really have any expectations, and maybe what's causing you art block and the feeling of not wanting to draw is having too many expectations for yourself. So just trying something new and relaxed, maybe even try it with a friend, like you both have never used acrylics, and so you get a few brushes, like 3 things with acrylic paint, and just have fun, the both of you, because you feel like stuck. Sometimes that's how art block feels, and you just have fun with them. And I think that overall, actually, that's something I've done and it really worked for me, so I hope it works for you. And that's it for this tip. Yeah, have fun, try something you've never tried before. You can also try like character design if you normally just do stuff from doing references. And when I say character design, I do not mean only humans. Cats, dogs, lions, everything can be a character, so you can make character design out of everything. Plants too, plants totally count. If you've watched, what's the name? Fantastic Beasts, you'll see that you can totally make a character design out of a plant. Now, you can also try to draw something that you've never drawn before. Like, I usually draw people, which you can see from my videos. That's what you're watching right now. Me doing some character design of my moon character. And I usually don't really draw plants, but when I'm feeling stuck, I really enjoy drawing plants because it's something very simple to draw. So I really like sketching leaves and flowers on my sketchbook, make a composition out of it, maybe even make a tattoo design, just sketch and then go over it with fine liners. I really like to do that kind of stuff when I'm stuck. And another thing that I also really enjoy, and which is the next tip, is making a collage. And you can make a collage out of everything. If you have magazines or journals, you can cut or even tear little pieces of it and just glue it to a random sheet of paper or your sketchbook. I often do this kind of stuff in my sketchbook. And just make a composition you like. Maybe get some acrylics or gouache and paint over it. Just do whatever you feel like. You can get some photographs of yourself or someone in your family and maybe even make a birthday gift out of it. I don't know, it's your collage, it's your art, have fun with it and make something you enjoy doing. The type of collage I really enjoy to do in my sketchbook is to get little bits of like the thin cardboard. I'm not quite sure what to call it in English. Thin cardboard and tear it, glue little pieces of it to my sketchbook, and then after a whole page is covered with that kind of paper, I paint over it with gouache. I've been really enjoying using gouache lately, and I just paint a landscape like the sky, the sea, a forest. It's something very relaxing and it helps me get some inspiration and it's really fun for me. So yeah, you should absolutely try to do that. And now for the last tip, draw what you love. If you love drawing characters, draw characters. If you love drawing plants, draw them. If you love like drawing cute snakes, I know that most people don't like snakes. I wouldn't like to have one near me either, but I find their little mouths so cute and I like drawing them. It's in a stylized way, to draw them in a really cute way. I like it. I love it. I love to draw like cute little animals, just doodle them and sketch them. Sometimes not even looking at references, which is something I like doing when it comes to art. I always like to have a reference nearby me. Just draw those little animals. Maybe you have a cat and you love drawing your cat and you haven't drawn your cat lately. Draw your cat. Make a full page of your sketchbook or a sheet of paper if you don't have a sketchbook and draw your cat. Use watercolors, acrylics, gouache, graphite, color pencils, wherever materials you have lying around. And maybe you don't have a dog. No, that's not what I meant. Maybe you don't have a cat, but you have a dog. So draw your dog. Make little sketches. Maybe even draw your pet as a person. Draw something that you love. Something that makes you feel warm and cozy and makes you feel happy. The most recent thing I drew in my sketchbook actually was my bias from my favorite K-pop group, because he's such an inspiration for me. He has changed a lot as a person and he has changed for a better. So drawing him just makes me feel super happy. And now that I've finished that page, every time I look at it, it makes me feel love in some kind of way. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching until the end. I hope these little tips helped you. If you create art because of anything I said in this video, feel free to post it on Twitter and tag me. If you really like my art and are interested in it, you can commission me. The link is down in the description. And if you want to see art I don't put in videos on YouTube, you can always follow me on Twitter. So that's it. Have a great weekend. I have to post this like today, so I gotta go editing. Hope you enjoyed. Bye. I love you. Don't forget to eat your vegetables.